What happened in this courtroom would be shared over 40 million times and completely destroy a wealthy landlord's real estate empire, all because of one piece of paper she thought didn't exist. Karen Mitchell walked into Judge Judy's courtroom wearing designer everything, $3,000 suit, Louis Vuitton briefcase, and that smirk. You know the one. The look that says, I'm about to crush this poor person and there's nothing they can do about it. Sitting across from her was Jessica Rodriguez, a 32-year-old single mother of two, clutching a worn manila folder with shaking hands. She looked exhausted, defeated, like someone who'd been fighting for months and was losing. Karen was suing Jessica for $15,000, claiming Jessica destroyed her rental property, stole fixtures, and violated the lease. It was a classic intimidation lawsuit designed to financially annihilate a tenant who dared fight back, but Karen made one fatal mistake. She assumed Jessica hadn't kept receipts. What you're about to witness is the most devastating evidence reveal in small claims court history, and it all comes down to $340. Before I show you how one receipt completely destroyed Karen's lies, drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. I want to know where justice-loving people live. And if you've ever dealt with a landlord who stole your security deposit, or if you just love watching entitled People Get Exactly What They Deserve, hit that subscribe button right now. Trust me. When Judge Judy pulls out that receipt, Karen's face goes from smug to panicked in 5 seconds flat. Here's what led to this courtroom showdown. Jessica rented a small house from Karen for $1,500 a month. For 4 months, everything was fine. Then the bathroom ceiling started leaking. Jessica documented it with photos and emailed Karen requesting repairs. Karen's response? It's cosmetic, not a priority. 2 weeks later, the ceiling collapsed while Jessica's daughter was brushing her teeth. Jessica sent another urgent email. Karen ignored it completely. So Jessica did what responsible parents do. She called a plumber herself, paid $340 to fix the dangerous leak, and deducted that amount from next month's rent, which is 100% legal under tenant rights law when landlords refuse emergency repairs. That's when Karen decided to destroy her. Karen filed for eviction, claiming Jessica violated the lease. Jessica, terrified of losing her home, paid Karen everything she demanded plus penalties. She even apologized even though she'd done nothing wrong, but that wasn't enough for Karen. When Jessica's lease ended, Karen refused to renew it. And when Jessica moved out after leaving the house in perfect condition, Karen kept her entire $1,000 security deposit. Karen's letter claimed extensive damage, water damage to the bathroom ceiling, damaged floors, broken appliances, missing fixtures. Everything Jessica had supposedly destroyed, Jessica was devastated. That $3,600 was months of savings, but then she found her receipts, photos, documentation proving Karen was lying about everything. Jessica sued to recover her deposit. Karen countersued for $15. Tucson in a pure intimidation move, big mistake. Because this case landed in Judge Judy's courtroom, and Judge Judy had built a 35-year career on one principle. Rich people don't get to lie just because they can afford better lawyers. Judge Judy opened with surgical precision. Mrs. Mitchell, explain your $15,000 lawsuit. Karen's performance was smooth. Your Honor, I trusted Miss Rodriguez with my property. Instead, she destroyed the bathroom, damaged the floors, and stole fixtures when she moved out. I have contractor estimates showing $8,000 in repairs. I kept her security deposit, but it wasn't nearly enough. She pulled out professional-looking documentation, photos, estimates, receipts for stolen items. Judge Judy reviewed everything without expression. Then she turned to Jessica. Miss Rodriguez, your response? Jessica's voice shook. Your Honor, everything she said is a lie. The water damage was there when I moved in. When she refused to fix it, I paid for repairs myself and deducted it legally. I have proof. Karen actually laughed. Oh, here we go. The victim routine. Judge Judy's voice cracked like a whip. Mrs. Mitchell, she's speaking. Jessica pulled out her carefully organized folder. I have photos from move-in day showing the existing water damage, emails to Mrs. Mitchell reporting the problem, the receipt from the plumber I hired, the legal notice explaining the deduction. I followed the law exactly. Judge Judy examined the documents. Mrs. Mitchell, these timestamp photos show water damage existing before Miss Rodriguez moved in. Explain that. Karen waved dismissively. Timestamps can be manipulated, Your Honor. Anyone can change phone dates. So you believe this medical receptionist has the technical expertise to manipulate photo metadata, or she paid someone? Your Honor, I've been a landlord for 12 years. I know every tenant scam. This is classic. Jessica's frustration boiled over. I'm not scamming. I have witnesses who saw the house when I moved out. Karen turned with a freezing smile. Then why did you steal the bathroom fixtures, the light fixtures, the ceiling fan? I didn't take anything. Your Honor, Karen said smoothly. I have receipts proving I replaced over $2,000 in stolen items. Judge Judy examined the receipts. These Home Depot receipts are dated 4 months before Miss Rodriguez moved into your property. The courtroom went silent. Karen's face froze. That must be from a different property. I own 17 rentals. Receipts get mixed up. Judge Judy's voice dropped dangerously. So these receipts you submitted as proof of theft are from before she ever lived there. Karen's composure cracked. It's an administrative error. The point is, she took those items. No, Mrs. Mitchell. The point is, you're lying. Judge Judy held up a single document in a plastic sleeve. Miss Rodriguez, is this the plumber's receipt? Yes, Your Honor. $340 June 15th for emergency ceiling leak repair. Judge Judy showed it to the cameras. This receipt is from Marcus Henderson, licensed contractor. It describes emergency water line repair in the bathroom. She turned to Karen. I called Mr. Henderson. He remembered this job clearly. He told me the pipe was improperly installed, not up to code, and had been leaking for months before it burst. He also told me he's filed 3 code violation complaints about your properties. Karen's hand shook. Here's what actually happened, Mrs. Mitchell. You rented a substandard property with code violations. When your tenant exercised her legal rights to repair and deduct, you retaliated. You stole her security deposit. You filed a frivolous lawsuit to intimidate her. Judge Judy held up the receipt, but you forgot about this. One receipt, $340. The piece of paper that proves she told the truth and you lied about everything. Judgment for the defendant. Case dismissed. Mrs. Mitchell, you will return the $3. $600 security deposit plus interest, pay $340 for the repair, and pay $2,000 in sanctions for filing a frivolous lawsuit. The courtroom erupted in applause. And Mrs. Mitchell, this airs on national television. Every tenant you've ever defrauded is about to see exactly who you are. Prepare for more lawsuits. Karen stormed out. Jessica cried tears of relief. Finally, someone believed her. The clip went viral. 40 million views. One receipt trended on Twitter. Within weeks, 17 of Karen's former tenants filed lawsuits. The city investigated all her properties and found code violations in 14 of them. She faced $250,000 in fines. Her real estate business collapsed. Banks refused credit. Her reputation was destroyed. Meanwhile, Jessica used her $6,000 recovery to start college funds for her kids and became a tenant rights advocate, helping others fight predatory landlords, all because of one $340 receipt she saved. If this story restored your faith in justice, destroy that like button. Comment, recips don't lie if Karen got what she's deserved, because next week a Karen tries to fake a slip and fall injury, but security cameras caught her practicing the fall in the parking lot. First, document everything. Save every receipt. Justice is served with evidence.